than 2 years after the military's takeover of Myanmar, its government in exile warns the country's humanitarian crisis is spiralling, amplified by a damaging cyclone. The Human Rights Minister of the National Unity Government, who's visiting Australia, is urging the federal government to be a regional leader in advocating for regime change.
Walking to Parliament House with a mission and an unequivocal message.
After the attempted coup, the actions was quite slow, and also that's why I'm here to remind that Myanmar issue is also very important and the stronger actions to save the people from the tyranny of the military.
Since the coup in February 2021, a bloody crackdown on protests has given rise to an armed struggle against the junta. At least 1 million people have been displaced and nearly half the population live in poverty, according to the UN. Mr. Aung says he believes those figures to be higher.
We have recorded 3,500 civilians has been killed after the attempted coup, and the military is destroying the whole communities with intention, attacking on the civilians and attacking on the communities of the people.
This is my son.
For activist Sophia Sarkis, who immigrated to Australia from Myanmar 3 decades ago, the conflict hits close to home. She entered a beauty pageant last year in a bid to draw more attention, she says, to the ugly truth about military rule in the country.
We are living in a peaceful country like Australia, and seeing and hearing that such kind of news that every day that happening in Myanmar to our people, it is really heartbreaking. By meeting our minister in person and hearing his speech and giving us a new hope and encouragement.
While the federal government has sanctioned 16 officials from the junta this year and says it stands with the people of Myanmar, Mr. Aung is calling for more action.
If we got the international recognitions and international coordinated global actions for all this to stop the military atrocities, it could be, within 1 and 2 years that could fall, that make the military fall, and also bringing justice and also democracy in our country. I believe it.
The Myanmar Embassy in Canberra and the Foreign Affairs Department have been contacted for comment. Lynn Evelyn, SBS World News.